Hey, this is Leon Poe, man. You listen to Causeway Street Podcast.
What's up, y'all? This is Kenny Anderson. Y'all listen to the Causeway Street Podcast.
For all you new listeners out there, I'm your host, Joseph Pavone. I'm joined as usual by my two co-hosts.
I'm Sean Dutra. What's up?
Yeah, talk about
walks
yourself.
on the bee.
There you go. Joel Pavone. What up?
I'm a Pisces. The most romantic.
Leads off with that.
The most romantic sign in all of Zodiac.
Oh.
If you couldn't tell by my voice already.
Oh.
Sexy.
I'm the producer of this ensemble that we call Causeway Street. In case you missed it.
Hey, Bill Walton here, Celtics 1986. You're listening to the Causeway Street Podcast. Yeah, come here for nothing but the truth. This is where dreams come true. Thank you, Boston, for my life.
Where are we going?
You guys are such homers.
It's your boy Terry Rozier. You're listening to the Causeway Street Podcast. Now listen to my boys Joe, Sway, Joel, and Sean.
Gotta love it. NBA free agent season, bigger than I've ever seen it.
This is the biggest one.
Woo!
This is the biggest one. It's crazy. Even what? Sway's booing. Yo, we're in it.
Yo,
now,
I'm Ric
bro.
Flair right now. Woo! Oh, we in it. Emergency podcast for the Causeway Street Podcast. Joseph Pavone here. Sean Dutra.
What up?
A LeBron James to LA podcast just turned into Boogie Cousins heading to the Golden State Warriors, the champion Warriors.
I'm steaming.
Signing
Steaming.
DeMarcus Cousins to a 1-year deal, just a tad over $5 million.
It's called a mid-level exception, bro.
Yo, Sean, he just topped Jay Crowder for the best contract in the NBA. He's making $5 million.
It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous.
He's gonna play for the Golden State Warriors.
You know what this is? This is like Bill Gates just going and buying a small business. That's what this is like. The guy doesn't need any more money, but he just wants a little small business because it's his hobby.
Man, oh
like
man.
This is not anything that is cool. Like, and you like not at all.
This isn't cool.
No, this is not cool, bro. It's not. Like you can't.
Not even fair.
That come April.
April.
Come April. Come
That's
March.
all. But
It doesn't matter. I'll even just say
I'm
April.
with you. That's what it's all about. I don't care about. Oh well, he's not even 100%. Oh, he's not gonna be healthy. He's gonna be on the court come April. He's gonna be on the court come May, June. Wait, the NBA Finals? Yeah, he's gonna be in that lineup.
When LeBron is, the 8th seed going up against the Warriors, the 1 seed. Yeah, DeMarcus Cousins will be entered into that lineup. This starting lineup is not fair.
To quote my boy Will Ferrell in Old School,
Let him
it's
watch.
like fishing. No, not that one. It's like fishing with dynamite.
Seriously,
That's what the Warriors are doing right now.
I know. Sometimes you have to like verbalize things to like, make them real. So I'm gonna let you do it, man, because you have a better voice than me. What's the starting lineup for the Golden State Warriors in the playoffs?
Okay. Oh, you want to know? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you got the Splash Brothers. Those guys have been doing it for quite some time. They're in the backcourt. They go by the names of Steph Curry and Klay Thompson.
So two-time, one-time all-unanimous MVP.
Correct.
Steph Curry.
Yep.
The best shooter
In the
not
NBA.
named Steph Curry next to him.
Yeah, his counterpart.
In Klay Thompson.
Yep. He's still there.
You have arguably the best player in the NBA, reigning Finals MVP, reigning former MVP.
Oh, wait, we're getting to the front court. Oh, yeah, that's what I love the most. I mean, because we know the Splash Brothers, what they do offensively, but up front, you got quite a trio. DeMarcus Cousins is in the middle.
DeMarcus Cousins will be your center, who could legitimately sneeze and put up 15 and 15 in the playoffs.
Any given night. So you got him in the middle. You got Draymond Green next to him, and you got
Defensive Player of the Year, Draymond Green.
Kevin Durant. Wow.
It's crazy, man. This is not. But you don't need a bench. You literally don't need a bench. You don't.
You know what? We got to be completely honest here. We went into this podcast recording the LeBron James
As you heard.
Part 1 podcast. Got Christian Arcand on, which you're about to hear in a second. Our interview with Christian Arcand, towards the end of it, almost when we're about to wrap things up, Woj drops the biggest bomb he has dropped in quite some time with this DeMarcus Cousins news. Cousins to the Golden State Warriors, and here is our reaction, and plenty more reaction at the back end of this podcast. We'll have the entire interview with Christian Arcand. Of course, our reactions, our immediate reactions to this deal, and here are some more reactions from Sean and I. Real quick before we get into the interview with Christian Arcand, my first reaction was obviously, okay, Golden State, they've gotten even better. Not even debate at this point. The second thought was what happens with the other guy, the only one left in New Orleans now, Anthony Davis.
Oh.
Is this the beginning of the end of him with the Pelicans? Is the Celtics are finally going to get their wish? Is Danny Ainge finally going to put together the package deal that he's been waiting to offer the New Orleans Pelicans and say, here you go. You can let him go. We can give you this package to jumpstart your rebuilds. And Anthony Davis will be a Boston Celtic alongside that all-star talent that they already have on that roster. Is this the beginning of the end, Sean?
For Anthony Davis?
Yes. Is this the beginning of the end of Anthony Davis in New Orleans?
I now you're sort of saying, like, I hope so. Like, I don't know. I was sitting here, if you asked me yesterday, I would say, yeah, we have missed out on Anthony Davis. Like, they're going to, like, I don't even think his name is being thrown around anymore, man. It's just like he's going to be staying put in New Orleans.
But we all know his name's going to start being thrown around down the road when he gets close to it. Now, it's going to come sooner than we expected.
Unless New Orleans somehow puts a package together for Kawhi, like, without including Anthony Davis in there. Now, one thing that I have heard about, and little rumors about, is, or you just need to watch out for, is the Lakers being in on Anthony Davis. If he's a trade piece and LeBron really wants to, Kawhi's not working out, if Pop's being, stubborn, Anthony Davis is a piece that they could go after as well.
But see, that's when the Celtics have to jump in there. And the Celtics have those assets. The Celtics,
you don't give up Jaylen Brown for Kawhi.
Right, exactly. But at the same time, though, this is almost perfect for the Celtics because right now the Celtics have assets that they may not have a year from now. And I think if you're talking about guys like Terry Rozier, if you're talking about someone like Jaylen Brown, if you're talking about the top 5 pick that's going to be the Sacramento Kings' pick in the 2019 draft, that's one heck of a start. And that's one heck of an offer that the Los Angeles Lakers can't even come close to.
No,
not even close.
They can't match.
Not even close.
So, but you know, things are weird. LeBron James gets his way 9 times out of 10, man, it seems like. So who knows? But I don't.
This is different, though. This is a lot different.
I'm still trying to put everything together in my head. But hey, here, I know if the Celtics want to compete against the Warriors in the finals, because really we were just talking about how the Celtics have a clear shot to the finals, and then this dropped. The Warriors did something to make themselves head and shoulders better than the Western Conference. The Western Conference was gearing up for the Warriors. And the Warriors just put them all to shame with this move, with one move.
And they made sure that the Lakers didn't come close to bringing in Cousins.
And now I do think there's a lot of pressure. Yeah, you know what? Ainge has to make a move.
Has to. Because if not, the Lakers will. Just like the Warriors intercepted DeMarcus from going to the Lakers. The Celtics have to intercept Anthony Davis going to the Lakers because at the end of the day, he's the only option left.
You can't let him go to the Lakers. You can't let LeBron get Anthony Davis while you're sitting there with your I'm so thrown off. I'm so thrown
Sean
off.
is so
man.
flustered right now.
But
that's what I love about this podcast, man. This is knee-jerk reaction.
I just want to say,
we just found this out.
What I want to say
minutes ago.
How I'm actually thinking is the Celtics should have been in on DeMarcus Cousins.
Nah, I don't want to hear that.
Wait.
I don't want to hear that right now.
Come on. So relax. 5.3, a mid-level exception.
Yeah, but Sean, that doesn't mean that the Celtics were going to offer the same. DeMarcus Cousins would have been like, look, if I'm going to Boston, I'm going to be freezing my ass off and up in the northeast of Boston and accepting criticism for taking too long for my injury. And this is the easy way out. This is the way that he can nurse his injury. He can relax. But what makes you think he would take that to go to Boston?
But wait, if you're actually thinking about it, and he wants an easy path to the finals, sure, him going to the Warriors, the best team in the league, is a good spot for it. But the Western Conference has been gearing up for Golden State. You don't know who else the Lakers are going to get. If Kawhi Leonard goes to the Lakers and they can somehow make another trade for somebody else, Kemba Walker, some type of all-star, right? Then DeMarcus Cousins isn't going to be coming in until April or whatever, and they may not be the 1 seed. You never know, because
they're the 1 seed.
Whatever it is,
I don't care what the Lakers put together. There's no way these guys are going to top
Boston.
The Warriors.
If you're waiting really for like May, June to play, Boston makes sense as well. You're going to make it to the finals without you. You don't have to play until the finals in the Eastern Conference. I don't know. I think the Ainge missed a little bit of an opportunity there to make my dreams come true, but.
You would have been glowing big time if that happened.
This podcast would have a whole different feel right now.
I don't know. The way I look at it is, if you're DeMarcus Cousins, you got two offers on the table: the Celtics or the Warriors. Both teams are going to pay you the same amount. I'm going to lean towards the Warriors because I'm DeMarcus Cousins in this scenario.
I get why he would have picked the Warriors, but I just want to hear that Danny Ainge was in on that too. I just want to hear those words.
But Anthony Davis, on the other hand, that's a whole different conversation.
Yeah, does this have a ripple effect across the entire NBA now where, I mean, there has been talks of Portland not wanting to part with Damian Lillard. Do they look at this now and say, let's just blow it out, man. Let's try to do something. You know what I mean? There's been talks, like Christian was saying, and you'll hear in a minute, about DeRozan. The Raptors looking to blow it up. I mean, does this super team making a power move just have everyone just throw their hands up and just sell,
close up shop?
Just be like, we'll come back when you're done. You're getting a perennial all-star. When he's playing, he's the best big man in the NBA. Second best to Anthony Davis, right?
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
I was going to say that.
Shut up. I don't care. For $5.3 million, bro. For $5.3 million. And you're the best team in the league. That's just not fair. It's not fair. And I'm not, like, being a sour sport. I'm just, it's messed up.
Yeah, but you know what, though? When you're built the way the Celtics are built, though, you're in good shape.
Celtics are
in great shape.
The Celtics don't have to make the Celtics have a lot more pressure now. I think because Anthony Davis will be available.
I don't even think they have pressure though.
No, but
I think that's just something.
It's the Lakers. Okay. You got to block.
All right.
You can't let him
the
go.
pressure. Okay. So you got a little bit of pressure because you're thinking to yourself, all right, Anthony Davis is going to be obviously a guy that's going to be target for the Lakers. But at the same time, you have to remember that Anthony Davis isn't built like a lot of other superstars. I mean, Anthony Davis at the end of the day could say, you know what? Let's just try this for another year or so. Let's see where we go from here. You know what I mean?
Neither was Kawhi. Kawhi was supposed to be the guy who wasn't built like other superstars.
Unless the Pelicans say, you know what? There's just no way we can compete. Let's just sell. Danny Ainge, I do think that the pressure is on in the sense that he has to at least make those phone calls. He has to at least say, hey.
He has to make a decision.
Here's an alternative here. I got Terry Rozier. I got these picks. I got Jaylen Brown. This offer may not stand a year from now.
Right.
You need to take this now and just start from scratch. And in a couple of years, boom, you'll be right there and competing in the Western Conference.
I agree. If the Celtics don't make a move, they'll be okay. But if Anthony Davis leaves and the Celtics and Danny Ainge decides not to include, I think we all agree we don't want to trade Tatum, right? You don't include Jaylen Brown and you don't say everyone's on the table except Jason Tatum and try to get Anthony Davis, then he's putting a lot of pressure on himself and on Jaylen Brown. I mean, if Anthony Davis moves and we didn't want to give up Jaylen Brown,
no,
I don't know.
That better not be the case.
I don't know, bro.
That better not be the case.
I don't know.
All right,
I don't know.
You know that package I put together to send to San Antonio for Kawhi Leonard. Same package. Add Jaylen Brown. Send it over to the Pelicans. Like I said, Rozier, Jaylen Brown is obviously the most attractive player in this package.
So Baines in.
No. You don't throw Baines in there. You're throwing Marcus Morris, an expiring contract, $5.3 million. All right, you're throwing in 2 picks: the Kings pick,
not one,
and the other first-round pick.
Boom.
I don't care what the draft class looks like next season. You have a chance to grab a top 5 pick to the Sacramento Kings. You have another pick coming from Memphis, which is going to be a good one as well. That's an amazing way to start your rebuild for giving up a guy like Anthony Davis, who you're probably going to lose down the road when he becomes a free agent.
All right. So basically what happened, if we want to summarize, LeBron moves to L.A. and DeMarcus Cousins just says, fuck you. LeBron.
Like the guy in Scarface before he gets shot?
Yeah. Okay. Nah, man.
You.
Nah. I mean, LeBron's literally got to be sitting there right now, just being like, you know what? Remember when J.R. Smith did
Game
that
one?
whole thing in the finals?
Yeah.
And then LeBron sat on the bench with his head in his hands. That's exactly what he's doing right now, just in Magic Johnson's office. And Magic's just like, I don't know what happened, man. Shut up, Magic. I thought you said you had this.
You knew about this? Did you know Golden State's going to call?
Wait, how much did he get signed for? We had a timeout. No, just just makes it worse. Just makes it worse. Well, LeBron, you deserve all of this, and I hope the Lakers can't trade for anybody, and you're stuck playing with the fuckball's name.
The other ball, the guy, the only one in the NBA, the only one's probably going to.
All right, we're going to get into LeBron talk, or we're going to save that for later?
You know what? We'll save that for part 2. In the meantime, here's our conversation with Christian Arcand of 98.5 The Sports Hub, who joined us and found out from us that DeMarcus Cousins was heading to the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, Christian, better give us props on the Sports Hub, boy.
I hope so.
Nah, he won't.
Yeah, he probably won't. Whoa, wait a minute, though. Wait a minute.
Why? Well, no, come on.
Okay.
What?
Right.
No. Did Anthony Davis just get traded, bro?
Before you get too excited, this isn't exactly the criteria of a Woj bomb, but it does make Sean somewhat look like a genius.
What?
Somewhat look like a genius. So,
What do you...
you ready for this? I'll just tell you later. It's all right. I'll tell you later.
Say it, dude. Just say it, bro.
All right. This just came out from Woj. Woj said that DeMarcus Cousins, the decision for him to go to the Warriors came down between the Warriors
Don't even fucking say it.
and the Boston Celtics.
Oh, my God.
So there you go. Danny Ainge did try.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
He tried to get your boy. Didn't work out.
So fucking close, bro. You gotta be kidding me.
What did I say, though? If you're DeMarcus Cousins,
Oh, my
both
God.
offers on the table. Which one are you going to
Well,
go for?
that was what I was saying, man. That's what I was saying. It had to be between you can get to the finals of Boston, man. That's
Yeah.
what I was saying.
Hey, he must have thought about it. He considered it if it came down to those two teams.
That close, bro. That close.
Why do I get this? Why do I get the sense that this may have come? The decision for him to go to the Warriors was probably a lot closer than it was for Kevin Durant. Or maybe I'm off. Maybe it's the other way around.
Oh, that would have been a perfect fit, though.
Maybe it's about the same.
That would have been the perfect fit for Boston. If you need a little extra coming to go up against the Warriors in the finals.
Yep. That's your guy.
Boogie coming off that. My guy, man.
I mean, you put Cousins on that Celtics team against the Warriors, you got a shot. Especially
man.
come June. We're talking about the June version of DeMarcus Cousins in the 2018-19 season.
Not the December version.
Nope.
That doesn't matter.
Nope. He'll
Not
be
the
chilling.
January version.
Nope. He'll be on minutes restriction.
Doesn't even have to be in Boston. That's probably how they sold him. Just come back in April when the weather's beautiful, bro.
Yep. You're going to love it here.
Oh, man.
And Sean would have had the jersey ready and everything.
I would have
Celtics
renamed my
Cousins
child. I would have renamed my child DeMarcus.
jersey. DeMarcus Dutra.
DeMarcus
Hey, kind of rolled off
Dutra.
the tongue. I kind of like it.
Ooh, hey. If he came to the Celtics, I'd be trying to put on the agenda baby number 2, and just name it DeMarcus.
I'm going to go on a limb and say you're not going to hear the end of this anytime soon.
Oh, man.
Sean Dutra will continue to react to this. In the meantime, enjoy Christian Arcand. Here's our conversation with 98.5 The Sports Hub's Christian Arcand, who joined us moments ago.
Well,
All right, enjoy, guys.
all right.
Stay tuned for part 2, coming soon. All right, joining us now from 98.5 The Sports Hub, Christian Arcand joins Causeway Street. What's going on, Christian? Appreciate you stopping by once again.
Joe Sway, thanks for having me, buddy. Good to be on.
All right, let's get right into it. Obviously, the whole landscape of the NBA, just mind-blowing stuff what happened Sunday with LeBron James heading to L.A. Christian, what's your initial thoughts? Obviously, this is a move that a lot of people predicted heading into this upcoming free agency process. What's your reaction to it, and who's next? Who's the next player you think is going to sign with the Lakers and team up with LeBron James at this point?
Well, I don't know. I mean, you got Rondo, you got McGee, you got Lance Stevenson. Who else do you need? I think that's
Got the Goon squad. Got
your starting 5 right there.
The Goons are out.
Kyle Kuzma, Lonzo Ball. I'm shocked. Well, I'm not shocked by LeBron going to LA. I don't think anyone is. I think everyone expected that. What's a little surprising is who's not going to LA. You know, like that to me, I think is a little more the story here. Like we all knew LeBron was going to go, and we assumed that. I don't know. I think a lot of people assumed Paul George would go. He decides to stay in Oklahoma City. Chris Paul didn't show any intention of wanting to leave Houston. Aaron Gordon, I know that would have been tough because he's restricted, but they didn't even make an offer to him, which made it think, he probably was planning on staying there too. And then there's the case of Kawhi Leonard, which, the Spurs don't want to really participate in that, and I don't blame them. But you got this weird situation now where LeBron's going to LA by himself, and now they're signing these weird misfits, and it's just sort of like, what's the plan here? I wonder if Cousins is going, or if they do finally end up bullying the Spurs into, letting Leonard go a year early or whatever it is that happens. But him making that decision before anybody else, like I read reports going into it that said LeBron was, hesitant to go there first. And I think I see why now, because now he's there and he's, I don't want to say scrambling. We're only, 2 days into this, but, he's picking up guys that you sort of look at and go, really? Like Rondo? Okay, well, good luck there. Like, remember when LeBron used to surround himself with guys who could shoot? Remember that?
Yeah.
Well, that's not exactly the case on this evening. Not yet, anyway.
Christian, you bring up Paul George, and the first thing that comes to my mind is, A, they obviously had this conversation when he had his talk with L.A. and joining the Lakers. They obviously had a discussion about him teaming up with LeBron James. And B, what does that say about him wanting to play with LeBron? How much is this him saying to himself, you know what, I think I have a better chance teaming up with Westbrook? How much is it Paul George saying, maybe me and LeBron James just don't fit? Like, what's your take on that? Is it more of he didn't want to play with LeBron, or does he think that he has a better chance of chasing a title alongside Russell Westbrook?
That's a good question. I don't know what, it doesn't seem like, listen, I mean, this isn't the first guy to sort of decide not to play with LeBron. I just mentioned Chris Paul. Kyrie Irving decided he didn't want to play with him anymore. Like, I get the sense LeBron may not be the easiest guy to work with and play with and be on a team with. And, the last year in Cleveland, LeBron, the GM, didn't exactly cover himself in glory there. And I don't know, it just seems like back around the decision time, we all knew there was going to be guys who wanted to go team up and play together. And with LeBron now, it just sort of seems like those days, I wouldn't say they're over. People are still teaming up. They're just not teaming up with him. And, maybe it's a personality thing. Maybe George was really that impressed by Sam Presti and the operation they got over in Oklahoma City. I guess that's possible, but I don't know. You can't help but notice that what we used to consider a obvious thing in the NBA offseason. Oh, yeah, who wouldn't want to go play with LeBron? Watch out for the big free agents. They're all going to go to Cleveland or go to Miami or they'll go wherever. Now it's sort of, well, no, not exactly. Now guys are going elsewhere. Durant, he went to Golden State, and now, everybody's sort of staying in their corner, and LeBron's the one on the move. And, he's not going to an already set situation. He's trying to build another one from scratch, and it just seems like it's such a strange thing for him to want to do this late in his career.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, so knowing that there's probably going to be another shoe to drop. I mean, they let Julius Randle go today. You signed Rondo, but obviously we don't know what we don't know. So let's just take it as what we look at today. It's a 2-year process. That's what everyone's saying. But as currently constituted, LeBron and a bunch of misfits and young guys, where do you see them ranking in the Western Conference with the likes? Are they on the level of Houston, Golden State? I mean, obviously no one's going to be Golden State, I don't think, even if,
best case scenario,
depends,
I don't know,
right?
man. DeMarcus Cousins,
Right,
Kawhi Leonard,
both of them
that's a
go
tough
there,
squad.
Right? But I'm just saying, right now, LeBron James just moving to the Lakers, where does that supplant them in the Western Conference?
You're saying if the Lakers stayed the same, like after what happened today, and there's no Cousins or no Kawhi or nothing like that?
Yeah, well, I mean, or pick your poison. Let's even because I think the more realistic thing is they'll probably get
Cousins.
one of them, right?
Yeah, probably Cousins. If I had to pick one out of the two, I'd probably lean towards Cousins.
Or maybe the question is this: if they don't get Kawhi, can they compete with just LeBron James' team with enter free agent here?
Well, unless, there's another big piece like Cousins, no, I don't think so. I mean, I think this team is, right now, the way it is today, is not any better. I'd say it's even, worse than the Cavaliers team last year.
Really?
Cavaliers at least had Kevin Love. Yeah, of course. Who on that Lakers team right now, that's there right now, is a reasonable second fiddle to LeBron James, better than Kevin Love? There isn't one. And the rest of that roster, I mean, is not much better than Rodney Hood and Jordan Clarkson and, the rest of the crap on that team, J.R. Smith, I mean, I don't really see them. They're not going to be able to compete with Houston and Golden State. That's not really even an improvement from last year for LeBron, I don't think. There needs to be another shoe to drop for him. Otherwise, we're talking a full-on bridge here. And I don't know. I mean, listen, here's the other thing about this whole signing that people aren't even really mentioning. You talk about what's the standing in the West going to be. It may not change for a while. It may not change for 4 years. I know that Golden State's going to have to make decisions about Durant and Klay Thompson, Draymond Green and all that, but assuming that they stay relatively together, there's a chance that LeBron doesn't even see an NBA Finals over the course of the next 4 years while he's in LA. And that, I mean, you want to talk about something that'll hurt a guy's legacy. You go to 7 straight, 8 straight, and then you make one big, move at the end and can't get back even to a final, let alone win one. I don't know. I mean, you definitely can't put him up there with the great Lakers in that case. And I don't know exactly what that does to his legacy, but it does something, right?
Well, see, this is strategic. I see. I'm in the camp that everything LeBron James does is strategic. So, I mean, it's so strange to me that he would go there without any promises. Like, there's got to be something in the works.
There's got to be a DeMarcus or something.
I mean, I think there's got to be a trade. Like, I know the Kemba Walker thing keeps getting brought up, but we mentioned before. No, where's LeVar Ball talking all this stuff about the team?
Where's the Facebook Live video of him? And knowing him, he'd be the first one to have a LeBron James Lakers jersey and say, "Here we go. Here comes the championship. My son's going to lead this squad." And that actually brings me right into my next question for you. And that's, of course, you mentioned Rajon Rondo agreed to, of course, a 1-year deal with the Lakers, teaming up with LeBron James. I mean, should Lakers fans be worried about? Well, this is a two-part question. Should Lakers fans be worried about these two joining forces and working things out? And what does this mean for Lonzo Ball? Is he someone that's going to be thrown into a deal here, whether we're talking about Kawhi Leonard or another superstar that we're not thinking of right now? Is there a good chance that he's going to be dealt now that we have Rajon Rondo in the mix?
It's possible. I don't know what the market for Lonzo Ball would be right now. I don't think now's a great time to try and sell on him. You probably get a better return for Kyle Kuzma. I think that would be sort of short-sighted by the Lakers to do that. But then again, I don't really know what they're doing. I don't know what the point of this is. JaVale McGee and Lance Stevenson and Rondo, and who's the other one?
What they're doing?
It's the Goon Squad.
Who was the one yesterday? The guy with the hyphen in his name, the other guy the Lakers signed.
Contavious Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, Caldwell Pope. I wanted to say Hollis Jefferson. I knew that was wrong. Caldwell Pope. Is another
That's how memorable he is. The guy with the hyphen in his name.
Yeah, hyphen guy. It's really. I mean, that's you sort of look at that and think, well, what are these moves even improvements? Like, are you even really like? I was reading an article today about JaVale McGee's championship pedigree, and I almost dropped the magazine. I was laughing so hard. I was like, "What are you talking about? His championship pedigree? There's no championship pedigree there. He just happened to be on the best team." Like, I don't know. I mean, it's interesting what happens to guys when they play on championship teams, when they. Not even championship, just good teams, That'll elevate a guy's stock. It'll make somebody seem like they're more important than they are. But you don't win championships with just those guys. You don't win championships with just Robert Horry. You need a team.
You mean to tell me you don't believe in JaVale McGee?
No, I don't think so. I mean, listen, JaVale McGee is a very entertaining guy. So is Rondo. I'm starting to think that maybe this whole thing's a big reality show,
Yeah, seriously, he's going to team up with the Kardashians out in L.A. All right, let's go back. Let's go back to
It's like, hold on, real quick. It's like they're doing the opposite of the super team format. They're getting the other guys first, and then getting the other two pieces for the superstar.
We'll figure it out. Magic's
they're getting like T.J. Browns and the Sam Cassell like now.
Yep.
Then hoping they can get Garnett and Ray Allen in a couple weeks, right?
And Paul Pierce is like, what's going on?
Yeah, that always works out great. Just fill up your salary cap and then see what happens.
Yeah, very, very strange.
Yeah, so let's go back east. Obviously, this has a huge ripple effect on the Eastern Conference. Celtics sitting pretty. Do you see, now that LeBron's gone, anyone in the Eastern Conference standing in the way of the Celtics getting to the finals?
No, not right now. I'm surprised, and I said this during the draft, I'm surprised that you didn't see teams like the Pacers and the Bucks and the Raptors all go out and try and improve their team, knowing that LeBron was probably leaving, because I thought, with the void here, the Celtics are good, and I think they're going to be good for a long time, but with LeBron out of the way, some other team you think would emerge right now, and I think the Bucks are pretty good. They're going to get better next year, and Middleton and Giannis are a good little duo there, but, I don't think they're good enough to test the Celtics at full strength. I don't think any of those teams are, and I'm surprised that none of them have really done much. Like I've heard rumblings that the Raptors might even be thinking about trading DeRozan. So I'm not trading them. Is he a free agent actually? Is DeRozan a free agent?
No, I heard the same thing, and it's so strange.
But it doesn't make sense.
I researched it. He's got 3 more years at $27 million left on his deal.
Yeah, that's right. That's what it was. Yeah. So.
Who's going to take that deal, and why would the Raptors give him up? Like I think Lowry makes more sense. I mean, he's making $30 million this year and next year. But like those two guys are not free agents. Like they're not expiring contracts. Like I don't know how they're gonna move that unless they hit the blow up button and just try to rebuild. So I don't know.
Yeah, which could happen. But I mean, for a team that won the Eastern Conference last year, and now the big monster, the big boogeyman who was in your way is out of the way. I think that seems kind of weird. Like the only thing the Raptors had a.
You got some breaking news?
Yeah, Christian, I got to break this
There
up,
is?
man. Breaking
Go ahead.
news. You guys ready for this? DeMarcus Cousins has agreed to a deal with the Golden State Warriors. That's
What?
from
Oh, damn.
Adrian Woj.
That's not true, bro.
Yep.
Are
It's
you serious?
Literally just came through. I don't get this. We gotta find out more details about this.
Are you sure that's really Adrian Wojnarowski and not
Oh, I got
Yeah.
it too, bro. I got it too.
I've had him on my notifications, so anything that he tweets
What?
out goes right to my phone. And this is
Damn.
wow. League sources tell ESPN. And in other news, LeBron James is going to retire. No, I don't know what's going to happen next.
That's not fair,
How
bro.
is that even
That's
possible,
not fair.
though?
That's not. Oh my
Wow.
god.
Wow.
So when this comes out, it's gonna be all laid out by the time we put this episode
Oh,
out later tonight. But
man.
my mind
Wow.
is blown. This is the biggest story of the weekend. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, Lakers better get Leonard now, right? I mean,
Yeah.
the free agent pile's drying up in front of our very eyes.
Christian, back to that question. How do the Lakers stand in the Western Conference now?
Oh man, oh god, that is jeez.
Wow.
That I was not expecting that. I did not think that.
Hey
was
Christian, so where were you when you found out about DeMarcus Cousins joining the Golden State Warriors?
I was sitting in my backyard talking to my good friends over at the Causeway Street podcast.
There we go. There we go. Holy shit.
I love that.
Okay.
What a great way to put a bow on this conversation. Let's just leave it at that.
Wonderful.
And you know what?
All right.
We'll pick this up in about a week, and we'll see how everything else unfolds. Christian Arcand, you can check him out, of course, on 98.5 The Sports Hub in Boston. Of course, you can stream him as well. 98.5 The Sports Hub on the weekends and evenings. He is Christian Arcand, and always a good time talking basketball with Christian.
Tell Jones to just take a Xanax every once in a while too, man.
That he does.
Something.
That is him on Xanax.
That guy doesn't stop working, man. He's all day, all about it.
Jesus.
Does a great job, of course.
But no, I
check him out.
I love hearing you on the Sports Hub now, man. Keep it up.
All right, thanks a lot, guys. We'll talk to you later. All right.
All right, later.
All right, see you, Christian.
Holy shit.
What?
$5.3 million deal with the Warriors.
Yeah, I knew it. It had to be like 5, the minimum,
What is going on right
just to
now?
prove that he can play when he gets back.
What is going on?
But you know what this is? Grab him before the Lakers do. This is insane.
Let's start.
What?
Let's get. So we're still trying to wrap our heads around this because I'm sure that when you guys listen to this, you'll probably remember feeling the same way we're feeling right now.
Yeah.
Because this is ridiculous. We're sitting here talking about how LeBron James is going to go out and get DeMarcus Cousins.
And that's his best
And
bet.
boom.
That's
And
his
that's
best
his
chance.
best bet because if he doesn't, he has no chance.
Yeah, exactly.
Great. Now the Warriors just said, all right, we're going to have to mess with the Celtics in the finals. Like, there's no way we're losing to LeBron. We're going to have to try to beat the Celtics.
At this point, who's left?
Yo,
which
they're
player
gonna
is
have
left to add to the Lakers
They're
right
going to
now?
have to trade a lot for Kawhi Leonard. Or LeBron James just basically looks like a dumbass. Do you think the whole league maybe is just like, yeah, LeBron, we'll go play with you in L.A.?
This is just one big joke.
Sucker!
Well, you made a great point earlier when you said if LeBron James made this move, it's because he had an elite talent in mind that he thought was going to join him.
Hold on one second, too. We're still in the moratorium period. These deals are just agreements. Not on paper. Remember DeAndre Jordan?
This is not a DeAndre Jordan
Remember
situation.
DeAndre Jordan?
No, this is not. You know why this is not a DeAndre Jordan situation? Because if there was even a little bit of doubt that a player didn't want to go sign with another team and avoid playing with LeBron James, it wouldn't be announced like this. There wouldn't be an agreement.
Yeah, but
this is
no.
players that don't want to play with LeBron James. This is a batch of free agents that LeBron thought he can grab at least one or two to come join him, and they're not feeling it. Paul George isn't feeling it. DeMarcus Cousins isn't feeling it.
Wow.
Or DeMarcus Cousins just wants the easy way, which people can say that as well. It maybe not work as hard, but I think at the end of the day, it boils down to the fact that these players do not want to play with LeBron James. They want to make their own way without being in LeBron James' shadow, a la Kyrie Irving. Best example. That's what this is.
I still can't fathom how. Why didn't he come to the Celtics? Why weren't the Celtics in on Cousins? I told you they should have been on Cousins.
Yo,
$5.3 million? You should have been on Cousins.
We're putting this out right now. Like
How did
immediately.
Danny Ainge let this happen? I don't know. Now I'm pissed. I'm thinking about it.
Now you fired up.
$5.3 million.
Come on, man. He's not gonna mesh here in Boston.
He's gonna mesh in Golden State though. Oh man, that was crazy. All right.
I just saw the lineup in my head. I know it's not hard to figure out, but
Say it out loud. It's gonna be real when you say it
the
out loud.
front court alone, DeMarcus Cousins, Draymond Green, Kevin Durant, Splash Brothers behind him.
Jesus. That's the best starting five of all time.
They just let JaVale McGee go and upgraded him to DeMarcus Cousins.
Did JaVale McGee get more money than DeMarcus Cousins?
Probably.
What is going on? This has to be fake. No, we have to wait to see if this is a fake account.
Christian's reaction was hilarious. You sure you're not reading a fake account? No. Woj doesn't mess around. Woj doesn't make mistakes. He's undefeated at this point.
All right.
100% accurate.
So let's just post this now, bro.
Oh man, this is it.
All right, let's wrap it up.
All right, stay tuned for part 2. Plenty more. LeBron James to LA.
Woo! Crazy
Causeway
day.
Street Podcast.
Joel, you're missing it, brah.